So I'm using ragworm. I bought a few ready-made rigs because I don't know how to make them up. So it's like 3 little hooks, little flatty rigs. So hopefully that'll give me more chance of catching fish. The more hooks, the more chances there are. I was just chatting to a couple of lads earlier on. They're over there. They're up from Yorkshire for the day. So they're going to give it a try over there. Very scenic here. Don't know if you can see, but the waves are breaking right across the shore, which is right over there in the distance. Huge breakers. So hopefully that'll push some fish in here. Over there you've got Holy Island, iconic landmark in Northumberland. The whole place is stunning. That's over that way you've got the Cheviot Hills. You can't see them, but they're just behind the dark bit of woodland over there. And that's where I'm staying, in a campsite. And I'm fishing right next to the jetty. Later on, when the tide gets a bit higher, I should be able to get on top of there and fish from the top. Depends on how long I stay here. First crab of today. There's a bit of weed getting stuck on the line there. It's not too bad actually. I thought there was going to be a lot more weed than this, but it's enough to clog the hoops up. The bait has been taken off, so I'm guessing there's a load of crabs here as well, but that's fine. We can still try. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm just taking a worm and splitting it into 3 and putting a little bit of mackerel, right onto the end of the hook, so it looks like that. Hopefully that'll do the trick. The tide's been flooding for about 2 hours now, but it's not a massive tide today, I don't think. Hopefully the the fishing will pick up as the water gets a bit deeper. And hopefully I can avoid those crabs that were around earlier on too. So I'm just giving it a gentle lob, so I don't need to cast very far at all, because it's only 30-40 yards across to the other side. And I'll keep that rod tip nice and high so that I can see any movement on it. Oh, actually I think that's bites. I'm just going to let it go though, because I'm pretty sure that flatties will end up hooking themselves rather than keep striking at them. I'm just going to leave it out there until I know for sure that there's a fish on it. We were over at Cullenose Point just the other day on Monday. I was over with Mark and we had tons of bites, but we just couldn't seem to hook into a fish. Oh. And we kept losing hooks as well. And what I'm thinking is it could have possibly been wrasse, because I was reading somewhere that you're supposed to have quite a thick bit of line on your hook, and I was only using like 15-pound line, and a few times I was getting really good rattles, and then when I was going for it, bringing it in, there was just no hook left on it. So I don't know, what do you think? Maybe either that or crabs again. Well, this is August, it was summer. It's not particularly summery. We've seen the sky over here. Look at that. And it's very picturesque, don't get me wrong, but it's not particularly warm. I'm going to chuck the spinner out again. I don't know what I'd catch in here on the spinner, but I have seen loads of fish jumping out the water, which I'm guessing might be sea trout, but they keep popping up everywhere, breaching the water. Little sort of £1, £2 things. And I'm not specifically targeting them because I know that you've got to have a license to do that. So I'm spinning to see what else I can catch. I don't know whether you might get bass in here as the light starts to go down. I've never caught a bass, so I'd absolutely love to catch one of them today. I'd be well chuffed. So on this one I'm just using like a really light spinner. It's much lighter than what I use from the rocks, because I figured in here, where they're not being deep, it just needs to float through the water with a slow retrieve, and it seems to be working quite well. I do have a range of other spinners, so maybe when there's a bit more water I might try something a little bit different. Someone just took my spinner there. Oh, wow. Oh, that was a proper go at that. Come on, come back. Wasn't even that far out either. That's given us a little bit of hope. Quite a lot of weed on that one. The baits are gone again. Those pesky crabs. Right. So this time I'm just going to put ragworm on. Let's see if that makes any difference. There's somebody else just come down for a bit of fishing as well. So there's two lads around there still. And as you can see, there's a lot more water here now. It's really starting to build up. And it looks absolutely fantastic. What a place to be fishing. Whether you catch fish or not, it really doesn't matter. It's just a pleasure and a joy to be somewhere like this. Peace and quiet. Fantastic. Right, let's get that spinner back out and see if we can get something on this. Right, fresh baits on there. And I'll get the spinner out as well. See if we can turn my look around. The water's ripping in now. You can see it moving up the beach. So in a minute I'm going to pack my stuff and get on top of the jetty and fish off the top of there. I think that'll be a sensible thing to do. So I'm just letting that light sinker, the light spinner, just kind of float round with the water's pushing it down. So it's covering a lot more ground. So I'm just winding it really slowly. But I can see that the line's just moving round, which is great. Exactly what I want. Right, I think it's Time to bring this in and move up on top of the pier. I'm going to lob this one a bit further out because there's a bit of a tide running across now on the bank over there. So let's see if we can get a bit further over. That's close enough. Alright, I've got another little spinner on here. And it's a little bit of a heavier spinner too, just as I'm casting from up here. So let's see if anything happens with that. Just one little fish and I'll be happy. This is the current view. Absolutely amazing. As you can see, the bay is now full of water. But over there, look at that. Fantastic. Just looks so atmospheric. Holy Island in all its glory. The only bit of light in the sky is just surrounding that bit island. Just been getting some little taps on the bait rod there. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's been a very slow session. Could do with a fish. I'll give that another minute or so and then I'm gonna put some fresh bait on. Because time's marching on. It's 20 to 9. So I think what I'll do is I'll put a nice big juicy bait on. And have one more cast for today. And then we'll call it a night. Right, let's get this in. No. The baits haven't been touched, but I'm still going to change them and go with fresh baits completely. Right. As I say, this is going to be the last cast for tonight, so I might as well change the baits and increase my chances as much as I can. So I'm just going to get some little slivers of mackerel. And we'll have a nice bit of juicy worm on as well. I've got plenty of bait here. I got 3 packets of ragworm, I've been really enjoying the fishing. I haven't caught much. The last time I caught loads was when I was down at Dunstanburgh Castle in the mackerel video. But it's not deterring us. I shall continue, and hopefully I'll improve as time goes on. Well, it's about 9 o'clock. It's almost time to pack up and go. It's a 15-minute walk back to the campsite from here. Oh yeah, that's a canny bite. And patience is the name of the game for this. It's definitely something playing with it. Well, would you believe it? Haha, I've got one. Get in. Oh man. Hey, how chuffed. That was pretty much giving up there. There you go, I've caught a fish. Oh wow. It's a tiny, tiny little dab. He's swallowed the hook all the way down, but I'll get that out, that's not a problem. There we go. How about that? One teeny tiny little flatfish. I don't know if you can see that with it being so dark, but that's a lovely little thing, and that has saved the day. Oh man, I am so chuffed. I've spent all afternoon trying to catch a fish, and then I've caught this pretty little thing, so that's it. Brilliant. Now I can go back and I can sleep well tonight. I hope you've enjoyed watching. Right, I'll get this little chap off and I'll get him back in the water, nice and safe. Right, there we go. Get him back in. Yeah, he's away. Brilliant. Right, that's me well happy. One fish, one tiny little fish. And this is what it looks like at the minute. I'll just show you around before I disappear. As you can see, it looks completely different. The bay is full to the brim all around. Looks amazing. There's a little caravan park up there. The one I'm in is over that way. So there we go. Right, I'm going to call it a day here. Head back and start to relax. See you later. Cheers.